What's up, guys? TheEnFenn here, and I want to talk about the gameplay right now. I'm a little upset because of the gameplay. It's just I want to talk a little bit more about why I hate teammates. This is kind of hold on, let me move my mic. This is kind of a follow-up to what I did before, and it's just I want to talk about two huge things that happened that make me want to just kill all the teammates that I ever have ever had. Um, and the thing is I picked up like a couple triples this game, so I was doing alright. We ended up losing this game, and I want to talk to you guys about why I'm uploading a game that I lost. I'm uploading a game that I lost mainly because I want to talk more about the teammates thing, and I want to give you guys an example of why I hate teammates, but a little bit on the gameplay. I went like +2 at the very end, and I was killing it at the beginning, but the thing is all of my teammates, there was one other person who, went positive. I mean, other than that, everyone else went negative, and it was really annoying. And, I was the only one calling in UAVs. I was the only one getting Predator missiles. And one other thing is, I call in my helicopter, and I kid you not, I got 0 kills from it. I got 0 kills from my chopper, and then the other team calls in a chopper, and that chopper gets 7 or 8 kills. So that's another reason why I was pissed. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and move on. I want to talk more about the entire teammates thing. And, you know, teammates are great. They help you out. They hopefully don't get you killed as much. But I mean, I kid you not, there were some there were some teammates in this game that I just wanted to strangle. They were so bad. And so, you know, the entire thing is, I was playing 2v2s. This was Friday, and I was having a good. I was having a good day. It was Friday. I was happy, and then what happens is I meet up with this guy. We were playing or whatever, and usually when I play 2v2s, I mute my mic unless, like, if you ever meet me up in 2v2s, if you guys ever want to play, hit me up. And anytime I play 2v2s, I usually mute my mic unless I'm addressed, because, like, if they're like, hey, Nick, do you have a mic, then I'll answer. But, other than that, I usually keep my mouth shut because I don't really want to talk to anybody. I'm usually tired, and, I don't want to talk to anybody, just like I am now. And so I even unplugged my mic for this game, but I don't think communication would have helped at all. And sorry if I keep moving my mic, it's just, it keeps, like, running into my mouth. And so I'm playing 2v2s with this guy, and, I'm fine. And then he sits there, and right after the match, we lost. I went like negative, I went negative a couple, he went negative a couple, and he blamed the entire loss on me. He goes, the reason why we lost is because my teammate isn't talking. So I unmute my mic, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that shouldn't be this big of a reason, Like, I beat these guys with a different teammate, a couple games earlier. I mean, they were good. They were really good. But, this other guy wasn't good at all, so he didn't really have any room to talk. And so I told him, I was like, are you kidding me or whatever? So I unmute my mic, and I was talking to him or whatever, and then he says, and then he stopped talking. So what do? I stop talking. I remute my mic. I was like, all right, whatever. And then that game ends, and I went -12. I had a horrible game. But then again, this is 2v2s. I mean, it was basically every time I spawned that I was getting killed. Anyway, so, he blames it on me, but he went like -6. And even the guy on the other team, he goes, dude, it's not all his fault. You went -2. You were doing really bad as well. And so he was like, alright, whatever, and he left. And so, I mean, this is like a 12-year-old kid. And so I was like, alright. And so I send the guy a message, and I was like, 1v1 question mark? And so he invites me to a game. We go and we play. And then once I joined, he kept saying, he goes, anything goes, anything goes. And I was like, alright, whatever, what is this guy's problem? Anything goes, sure. And then he ends up saying, he goes, okay, well, anything goes. And, we get in the match, and he's running around knifing. And I was like, alright, whatever, I don't really care. But he would, like, throw flashes, come up, knife me, so I was getting pissed. And then I noticed something, like, I would aim down sights, and I would shoot him, and I was like, my bullets aren't hitting you. He goes, oh, sure, you're just, making stuff up. And I was like, no, I'm not making stuff up. My bullets aren't hitting you. And I was getting really upset. And then he goes, by the way, if this goes over, please just listen to the entire story. But And so I was like, okay, what is this guy's problem? I was like, this is ridiculous. And so at the very end, I was like, I was sitting here, and I kill him once or twice, and then I'm sitting there and I'm still shooting him, and he's still knifing me, and I was like, what is this guy's problem? Why can't I kill him? I was like, this bandwidth is terrible. And then I realized something, and I called him out, and I was like, you turned on headshots only. You turned on headshots only, and I was pissed because I was like, and he goes, no, I didn't, no, I didn't. And I was like, yeah, I noticed it because the only kills that I've gotten are headshots. And then he was like, oh, no, no, you haven't, no, you haven't. So he's trying to deny it, even though I know it's true. And I was like, okay, well, what's this guy's problem? And he ends up like inviting his friend to the match or something, and something else happens. And so I was just really annoyed with this guy because he's sitting here saying how much better he is than me, and yet he's calling in, his friends to come help him. I don't know, his friend joined my team. I don't know what it was just this huge fiasco, and I ended up calling him out on it. And I told him, I was like, next time I do a YouTube commentary, I'm gonna talk about how awful of a teammate you are and how horrible this was. And he goes, so what's your YouTube channel? I was like, I'm not gonna tell you. You're just gonna dislike all my videos. And he goes, I just want to see how you suck as a commentator and all this stuff. But it was funny because at the very end of that entire fiasco, his mom comes in the room. It's like, didn't I tell you to come downstairs? And it was so funny. And I live in the South, but I'm not that Southern, and I had a good laugh, and that was that. And so I think I'm actually gonna throw in another gameplay where it's an infected gameplay where I don't know if I can still find it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna throw in behind this. I'm gonna try and find something else so you guys aren't bored. And so, long story short, that is another reason why I hate teammates, is because they don't. That was completely uncalled for the guy to blame the entire loss on me because my mic was muted. If he sat there and said, hey, start talking, that's one thing, but he didn't say anything. So, that's his own fault. So, anyway, I'm sorry this kind of ran over, and, it's been a long day. I really just needed to get this off my chest. But other than that, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.